Yep, it's me again. They hate me, that's why they give a fuck about me at the same time as always. JD Miles. The MGTOWs, they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time, and I'm back again. For today's topic of discussion, stepdads are treated like an ATM machine. You see, this is a reason why men of today ain't trying to be no stepfather to no damn children. And I know that a lot of these retarded fucks will be mad and in their feelings because of this. But no, this should be an Amazon Prime example. Why they sitting there being mad and shit because no one wants to be a stepfather. And this is one of the reasons why. But instead of them acknowledging the problem, they want to cry like little bitches about it. Fuck them. Fuck them. Let's hear it from the source itself. Now we got a man here who took the role of a stepfather, took care of a child that wasn't his, all the way up to her dream wedding, to where now he's being replaced by the biological father that didn't even do shit for her. Nothing. But she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle. But there's more to it than that. But enough of me talking. Let's hear what he has to say.
Stepdaughter, all right? She wants her real daddy to walk her down the aisle. Now let me give you a little backstory on me and my stepdaughter. She just graduated from university, which I paid for. Now, she went to an in-state university, but it still cost me about $40,000. Now, I also bought her a car. I bought her a car straight after high school. That way she could go back and forth to school. I bought her a car. She still lives with me and her mother. She does not have a job. Now, she's set to be married on August the 8th. And for the past 6 months, that's all her mother been talking about doing. Being occupied with, being consumed most of their time. Now, her daddy, he don't contribute to not 1 cent on her. Not her education, not child support, which is partly her mother's fault because, she didn't fight for that. I guess that's just what the settlement was.
Now that right there should have been a red flag. He paid for everything. Her car, her graduation, her way into college, everything. Her biological father did not put 1 cent into it. But she wants her biological father to walk her down the aisle. That right there is an obvious red flag. But let's continue.
And he only around to make promises. I do that for you, I do this for you, and then take off. And then she'd be heartbroken. But she adores her father, right? So, like I said, she's set to be married in August. And the wedding venue, I told them they can have it in my home. The wedding venue can hold about 250 people, right? Now, I said, hey, I got a list of 20 people that I want to come to the wedding. I'm paying for this at my house. I want these 20 people to come. Do y'all know Saturday, I see one of my friends at the golf course, right? He's supposed to come to the wedding. I'm like, hey, I'm going to see you at the wedding, right? He said, I only got an announcement. I didn't get an invite. I'm like, nah. I'll let my girlfriend and stepdaughter know to send out the invitations on these few people, and then you're supposed to get an invite. He said, I got something, but it was an announcement. So we walked to his car because I want to check, right? And sure enough, it was an announcement. So I went and talked to my girlfriend and said, did you invite those 20 people to the wedding that I told you about? Man, she didn't invite none of them.
Damn.
She said 250 people is a little tight, and I don't think we can get your 20 people in there. Man, I was pissed. And the people that were supposed to come, they pissed as well. Then she gonna say if any of the people that we already invited don't RSVP, then we'll get some of your people in here. I'm like, what? Man,
what kind of shit is that? So she'll invite all of her family and friends, but he can't invite his. Men, learn from this situation right here because he's dropping some actual gems. But let's continue.
That's crazy, man. Don't even worry about it, man. I'll just be mad. All right? So now, the crazy part about it is, when I check the invitations, they don't even have my name on them. They have her real daddy and her on the invitation that I paid for. I paid for these invitations.
So basically, he paid for the invitations, but they put the deadbeat father's name on them. That right there is a second red flag. And keep in mind, he's paying for everything, even having the wedding at his house, but they didn't have the decency to put his name on it. They would rather put the deadbeat father's name on the invitations. Man, this is seriously fucked up. Let's continue.
How you got a real daddy on there, her mama on there? Cool. Couple days later, I'm hosting the venue at my house, hosting the wedding family at my house, okay? It's me, stepdaughter, girlfriend, groom, and their parents, right? Trying to help everybody get real acquainted. Then a surprise guest shows up, my stepdaughter's real daddy, and I'm like, you know what? Look cool. He probably just coming to the wedding, right? But tell me why my stepdaughter proceeds to stand up and
But yeah, this is part one. Part two is really about to get in deep, and it's completely fucked up. But let's get to part two now. Part two coming at you.
What? The wedding that I'm paying for in my house? That daddy don't do nothing for you? It's giving you away? And they were just so happy and smiling. Yay, great. Inside, I was fuming. Inside, I wanted to cry or punch somebody. Probably wanted to do both, honestly. So, I took that time to stand up and give a toast as well. I said, I owe the groom and the bride a deep debt of gratitude because they have opened my eyes tonight. Everybody at the table was just smiling. They have let me know that my position in this family is not what I thought it was. You should have saw the frowns, man. Now they mad. It done got serious. I let them know I am not the godfather or, the head of the family that I thought I was, the loved one that would be seeked out in times of need.
So basically, from what I'm gathering, is that instead of them acknowledging him as the stepfather who paid for his stepdaughter's expenses when the deadbeat biological father didn't, they try to make him seem like he was the godfather. They don't talk about a demotion. But let's continue on.
Nah. I realized I'm an ATM. Yeah. So, since I have been replaced as host of the wedding, I shall be giving my financial duties to the new host. And I will back out monetarily.
And I don't blame him for that. I mean, they literally replaced him for everything. And for what? For the deadbeat father who didn't care at all, but somehow, for some strange reason, they replaced him with the deadbeat biological father for everything. He gets to walk his daughter down the aisle, even though it's at his expense. Everything is at his expense. And when the moment he realized this fact, and is now withdrawing both himself and his money from the wedding, now all of a sudden everybody has a problem with it. No doubt at all, he's only there to be an ATM, and that's that. I can agree with that, but let's continue.
Yeah. Yep. Now, after the announcement, a whole lot of snickering was going on around the table, right? A lot of mumbling, but they didn't say anything to me. Nobody addressed me now. Now, later...
Because they didn't have the courage to. You see, it was all good. It was all good because they wanted to have the wedding their way. She wanted to have her dream wedding their way, with you not even involved. But at the moment you withdraw, but at the moment you decide, you know what? You know what? I did all this stuff for her. This deadbeat biological father didn't put 1 cent in, and I'm being replaced with him? Get the fuck out of here. I'm withdrawing. I will be withdrawing as well. And by the way, keep in mind, he said that all they did was snicker. They even had the guts to talk to him. That right there is also a red flag. They will talk amongst themselves, but they ain't going to talk to him about it. But let's continue.
That night, tell me why my girlfriend gonna come to me talking about how I'm ruining so much. How I'm ruining so much for backing out, and how her daughter ain't gonna have her dream wedding, and how her daughter ain't this and that. Okay, well, it's apparent that I'm not family in this family. So
Obviously so. And of course his girlfriend, and which of course he did a good job not marrying that bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Good thing he didn't marry her. But anyway, his girlfriend is now trying to vilify and guilt trip him over the fact that they decided to go this route. They decided to replace him with the deadbeat biological father. It was all good just a week ago, but because everything's now coming out of the wash, he sees the actual truth. He sees the true colors of the situation. He decided to opt out and decided not to pay for all of this shit, and rightfully so. Now his girlfriend is mad and is trying to guilt him for not taking care of this shit. I wouldn't either. But let's continue.
the family should take care of it, right? That's my stepdaughter. I mean, it ain't even my stepdaughter, really. It's my girlfriend. I just happen to be around her for the last 10 years. But tell me why the next day, my girlfriend tried to show me how much I'm ruined, right? She takes me to where they planning the wedding, and the wedding planner showed me, all the things they got going down, everything they got set up. I look at the venue. They got some father-daughter dances, right? 3 songs. All of them cater to her real dad, not me. I looked at the food they got. 2 of the dishes got stuff I'm allergic to in it. I just started laughing. Like, they want me to pay for this? His name on it, not mine. His songs, not mine. The food, I can't eat the food. And the 20 people out of 250 that I wanted, they can't even come in my house. Wow.
Straight up. But his girlfriend mad because he ain't gonna spend a single cent on it. So basically, he is what I would describe not only as an ATM, but as a literal cuckoo bird, or they wanted him to play the cuck role. Oh, his job was to go into the relationship, pay for his stepdaughter's expenses, everything, and then the deadbeat biological father comes in and he's like, yo, thank you for doing all this. Thank you for taking care of my responsibilities. I'll take it from here. Man, fuck that. So basically, everything that's going to go on this dream wedding is going to benefit the deadbeat biological father, while him, the stepfather, has to pay for it all, has to pay for all the expenses, and have the wedding in his own house. Am I missing something here? I hope not. But then his girlfriend mad and in her feelings because of the fact that he's now starting to open his eyes and see the situation for what it really is and not how she likes it to be. I don't blame him. Let's continue.
Okay. It's wild, man. So I went on ahead and let her know I will not be there, and neither will my money. Yeah. And they would no longer be at my house either. And you would no longer be at my house or your daughter. Because, yeah, I'm not family. I'm not even important enough to be put up. And
I mean, in a nutshell, you might as well say that you're not family if they only looking at you for financial support and not everything else. So basic point, he's not even family. He's right. He's not family. He's just an ATM machine to them. But they mad because he's walking out and taking this money with him. I say like this: if the deadbeat biological father is replacing him, then he needs to pay for his daughter's wedding and not relying on other dudes to do the shit for him. And this deadbeat biological father is supposed to be a man. Get the fuck out of here. But nevertheless, MGTOW brothers and all men alike. He finally opened his eyes and saw the situation for what it is, and not how they wanted it to be. Yep, his eyes were open to what was really going on. Yep, he's learning. But you see, this is the reason why it doesn't pay to be a stepfather. And as other content creators have said, being a stepfather is a thankless job. No one shows you appreciation. In fact, being a stepfather is like a second-rate citizen. But then you got these retarded fucks in there wondering, oh, why are you hating on single mothers? Oh, why you men don't want to be stepfathers? Well, hear it from a person who's been through that experience and realize why the shit is the way it is. This is why, oh my God. This is why I say fuck Derek Jackson and all these other beta male simp panderers like him. Oh, you're not a real man unless you're taking care of another man's child. Oh, stepchildren are designated for real men. Shut y'all motherfucking asses up forever. And keep in mind, these are the same retarded fucks. If you ask them, are they taking care of children that are not theirs? Fuck no, they're not. Some of them are actually taking care of kids that are biologically theirs, but they expect for men out here to settle where they're not. And this is why I don't take these retarded fucks seriously. Off the rip. Some of them are creating single motherhood, but expect for other men to take care of everything, take care of the expenses, take care of the upbringing. This is why men of today is not selling. They're not trying to be with these single mothers. They're not trying to be no goddamn stepfathers. And yeah, it makes these retarded fucks mad over this shit. Let them be mad. Don't be a stepfather, y'all. And I don't give a fuck whose feelings I hurt. Fuck their feelings. I said what the fuck I said. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done, and I'm out this bitch. Later.